Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can use it in the most productive way to move our life forward. Oh my goodness. I know the Mercury is direct, but still, I'm struggling a little. Okay, so here we go. I was trying to get into your energy and I felt irritated, frustrated. I didn't see that coming, or unexpected event, or roadblock, or I don't know, like you were planning something and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have to deal with that too. That's what I felt like. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know how much of that has to do with Mercury, so we're still in the shadow, but and Mercury really affects you because Mercury rules your sign. So, yeah, we're moving forward. It's getting better. It really is. So, okay, we walk into this week with the moon is in Taurus. Wow, and we have all these pentacle cards show up, so this is excellent. So I do want to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. You're helping me grow my channel, and I really appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, if you could take a second right now and give me a thumbs up, I'd really super appreciate it. So we're talking money this week. So, and we have a progression though. Okay, we have a nice progression. So we start out with the Two of Pentacles. This is about trying to balance everything, to keep everything, working our way through a situation. There's a lot going on. A lot of people need our time and our attention. I need this, I need that. Hey, look, I'm busy over here. I'm trying to get things done, but yeah, I'll help you. And then I think you realize that it's just too much to do on your own and you bring in some help. Because we have this beautiful Three of Pentacles, which is all about teamwork. There is teamwork in order to get from where you are now to where you want to go. This is going to take multiple people. It's a community kind of atmosphere that goes with that. And then we have this. We have the the Knight of Pentacles. And this is about being detailed and focused. And it does take a while. So whatever this frustration is, whatever this thing is that slowed everything down, I think detailed effort, I think consistent effort, I think that it is going to take a while to get to where you want to go, and I do think that you need some other kind of help. Like what you thought you were doing on your own, all of a sudden you realize it's too much and I need some additional help. But you're going to have to keep focused and maintain your effort. Your effort has to be continued and focused, but you're going to need additional help besides just what you're doing. And I think that on Sunday, when the moon is in Taurus, I think for you there's this sense of acceptance. And I think this could be the acceptance of help. And for you, it's in your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, wishes, and spirituality and connection that way with the divine. And so maybe you realize, maybe you spend some time Sunday and you're meditating and you're praying or just mulling it over in your mind. And that is actually, when you're mulling things over in your mind, that's actually conversation with spirit, with your higher self. People don't always label it like that. They think they need to say specific things or say, dear Lord. But a lot of times when you're just talking to yourself, you're actually talking to your higher self and your spirit. And you get this idea, this insight, and you're like, oh, I just thought of that. But you were kind of guided that way. And so I think on Sunday, there is this sense of acceptance of, okay, this is my situation. And this idea comes to you. And I think you accept the idea that you need help. That it's going to, or help is going to come to you. Ooh. This is nice. So moving out of this 2 energy into this 3 energy will allow you a little more time to do this, which is nurture yourself. We have garden. Look how beautiful that is. And Pentacles is earth energy, and Gemini is air energy, and oftentimes you spend a lot of time up in your head, and maybe on Sunday you make a special point a special point to get outside and connect with nature. Do a little gardening. Get your hands in the dirt. You know, if you're in the northern hemisphere, then it's spring and it's time to clear the beds and get ready. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you know, even if you're in the southern United States, maybe it's just, you know, you need to get out and do a little weeding or put some plants in the ground. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's fall and it's time to get everything ready for the winter. So whatever it is, I think take a little time on Sunday, even if it's just to go for a walk. And when I say even if it's just to go for a walk, I think walking is the best meditation ever. And it's also the best form of exercise. So if you can go for a walk in nature, meander through some gardens, if there's some place local that you can do that, or even through the woods, something. Get out there and go for a walk. And then on Monday, the moon moves into your house of Gemini at 5:15 in the evening. So Monday and Tuesday and most of Wednesday, it's all about growth and self-love. And we have this, you know, time for nurturing card with the garden, and then there's the self-love. And so I think that you're frazzled and you've been working really hard, and I think this is where the realization comes in that you really do need some help so that you can take care of yourself, so that you can also have calm and sense of peace and stuff. So figuring out how to do this. And Mars that moved into Gemini on the 31st, and so there's a lot of action and activity happening in your sign, and I really feel like it's going to be a busy month. It's going to be a very busy month for you, so take some time, get some help, don't push too hard. Okay, yeah, wow. Spirit's all over this. All right, so we have shed the old. Shed the old skin. In order to have growth, you sometimes have to let go of what's not working, ideas, something you're moving past, this thing that's whatever's blocking you. I felt like you were heading on one direction and then something's, growth is always, growth can be growing pains. So it's not always super easy, and when that snake is trying to get out of its skin, it takes a little while. It takes time. It takes concerted effort. You have to really slide along the ground to, you know, loosen it up to get out of it. And they have to wiggle their way out. And it does take a little bit of time. But you want to release the old. We have autumn. Release the old. And rest. And so this self-love, this nurturing this week is definitely a real theme for you, because on Wednesday evening, and so Thursday, Friday, we have the moon in Cancer, and for you, that is in your second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem, and you have nourishing. And look at this. I mean, that is all about Cancer and that mother love and pouring the love onto yourself and taking care of yourself and making sure that you have what you need. So I feel like there's something very stressful and you're very irritated, and I think before you take the next steps, before you head off down the path that you see ahead of you and the way you want to go, you know, a little time for assessing the situation is important. Assessing and resting. I think you need to rest up before you jump into the next phase, because apparently you've been pushing a little hard. And I think Aries in your sign is making you feel the need to go, 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 go. And it might not be quite the right time. Things might not be quite lined up correctly. Also on Wednesday, Jupiter goes retrograde in Sagittarius, which is your opposing sign, and so that would be in your 7th house. And honestly, for everybody though, this retrograde, which is at 24 degrees Sagittarius, it goes retrograde until August 11th, where it's at 14 degrees Sagittarius. And this is all about assessing our spirituality and our philosophies on life, and allowing for growth and happiness and success to come in, and also soulmate energies. And here we are with this moon in Cancer. You have the mother healing energy, which is the Cancer energy. And it says, as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. Yeah, it says accurately. Okay, so Gemini. If you're a mother, then take a look at your relationship with your children and see, are you giving yourself away? Are you doing too much? Are you not doing enough? You'll know. Take a look at it. If you feel that you did not get enough nurturing as a child, then you have to nurture yourself. That's that healing process. Sometimes as we are adults, we have to realize that, our parents were flawed. And we need to give to ourselves what we didn't get when we were children. Because everybody's growing and learning, and that would include your parents. They are not perfect, they are people. So whatever that situation means to you. On Saturday, the moon is going to move into Leo before you get up in the morning at 3:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, I should say. And Saturday and Sunday is about discernment. So I think this is a week of introspection. I think this is a week of figuring out what is a valid fear and what do you need to release. She has all those fears and only one cage to catch them in. And look, she's inside in that fetal position of sadness. And so I really think you really need to nurture yourself. Figure out what's a legitimate situation that needs your time and attention, and what can you just release and let go. What can you forgive? Forgive others for, forgive yourself for. And when I say forgive yourself, I mean forgive yourself for being human. We make choices and decisions a lot in life that are based on what we know. Oh, this one too? Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The Goblins card. The Goblins card, that's that fears. That's that fears. All right, so let's see what's the prescription. Okay. So, we have the dry desert. And we have solitude. And so it is. It's a time of introspection, of facing your fears, of discernment. That's exactly what that's talking about. And then we have slow and steady. That's the progression that you're making. So maybe you thought things were going really fast, but wait, I have to stop and I have to heal this thing that's bothering me. I need to focus. Put the energy in, slow and steady. Slow and steady. I think you've had a lot on your plate. I think you need to get a little help. I think you need to understand that the process is going to require slow and steady effort. That's exactly what the Knight of Pentacles is about. And then it's reinforced here with the slow and steady card. I think that this rest and shedding of the skin and nurturing yourself, that is the theme of your week. So even though Mars in Gemini is saying, go, it's time to go, it's time to go, the universe is saying, yes, but before you can go, you need to catch your breath and do a little self-care, do a little nurturing. So get grounded. Take a walk in nature. Forgive. Love yourself. Love yourself. When you love yourself, it is so much easier to attract love into your life. When you vibrate at that level, that energy level of self-love, then you find people that are also vibrating at their energy level of self-love. And people who love themselves, and I don't mean narcissistically, but people who love themselves, who forgive themselves, who understand that they're human, are so much more loving and nurturing and forgiving of other people. And so if that's what you want, then that's what you need to be. But when you don't love yourself, then you become very needy. and you attract people into your life that are very needy. And when you have two very needy people who are looking for somebody else to fill up their bucket of love, then there's nobody doing it. You have to do it for yourself. And then you have plenty to give. But if you need somebody to fill up your bucket of love, you don't have any to give. And nobody wants to be in a relationship where they're doing all the giving. That's not a healthy relationship. So you have green. Well, you have jade, but it's green, which is the heart chakra. And it says take action. And there's a lot of green on the table here. You know, we've got this time for nurturing in the garden. The Pentacles cards are green, but this is not about material wealth. This is about taking action to heal yourself, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself so that you're prepared and ready to go to the next step. Wow, these videos are long this week. Lots to say. The energy last week in general was just really tough for everybody. It was a tough week. And so I think after coming out of that tough week, this is a week for everybody where everybody's just catching their breath. So go ahead, catch your breath. No sense in pushing yourself when you're not at your best, because that's when you make mistakes. That's when you create disasters. All right. All right, Gemini, I will see you back here for the full moon in Libra. That's in 2 weeks. And there will be this relief, because this has been a very long letting go of it. And I feel like it'll culminate there and the balance will start to come in. So I will see you for that. I will see you for the weekly next week. Take care of yourself. Take care. All right. I will talk to you soon.